Hello, Ramley, another NFL family. Payotime here with a very small Rams update video about quarterback Stetson Bennett. I know a lot of Ram fans have been wondering about Bennett all season long since he went on the non football related illness list or whatever it's called, and the Rams have been silent. There's been the odd comment here or there by Les Snead or 𝙎𝘛𝘇, but this seems to be a topic that they've done a remarkable job from a PR perspective of, shh, don't talk about it. This article is from Dogs247, so they're by Kip Adams, who is a reporter who covers the Georgia Bulldogs, Stetson Bennett's college team. And he said, I won't go through the whole thing, but just a couple of highlights here. Stetson Bennett was spotted last week working out in Texas, one of the first appearances since the quarterback was placed on the reserved NFL list by the Los Angeles Rams in mid-September. Speaking at the McCone Touchdown Club on Monday, Kirby Smart, who is Bennett's coach from Georgia, opened up for question and was the first one. The first one was asking for an update about Bennett. So reporters, they want to know, right? They saw an opportunity here. And Smart said, Stetson is doing well. He went back to Dallas to train where he trained last year. He trained with Patrick Mahomes' trainer and some different people there. So he wanted to go back to the same footprint where he was training previously. The Rams still have him there. They have gotten other quarterbacks, Jimmy Garoppolo, but he's hopeful that he gets an opportunity there or he'll get picked up by somebody else. So this is me speculating here, but if someone close to Bennett from a football perspective, like Kirby Smart, had this conversation of, hey, you know what, you had this setback or whatever it is off the field, but we got to keep you in football shape if you want another chance at the NFL, be it with the Rams or with someone else. I just think it's interesting that, okay, number one, this shows that Bennett still wants to play football. At least that's what I read into this. And he posted a video last week of him, training. So that question of does Bennett want to continue an NFL career, I think that at least some degree answers this, because that's the first thing that needs to be answered. Now, the second question is, does he have a spot with the Rams? I think he does. The Rams are not a team that like to, just give up on draft picks in the 𝙎𝘛𝘇 era. They, if you've been drafted by the Rams, there's a very good chance that in some capacity you're going to be with them for a while. Bennett, being the first and only quarterback that 𝙎𝘛𝘇 has ever drafted, has that going for him as well. That as long as whatever it is off the field is done, it's not a concern anymore. I think there's a chance that the Rams keep him as a third quarterback. Now, I think it's really important to note the signing of Jimmy Garoppolo. They're not going to sign Jimmy and not make him at least the backup to Stafford. Where I don't see a scenario where Jimmy Garoppolo and Stetson Bennett have a quarterback battle for the number 2 position. You got to give Jimmy G more respect than that. He is a capable quarterback. He's won a lot of games in the NFL, and they signed him to a 1-year deal and to be the backup, and there was that expectation there. And I think that the Rams like having a veteran backup at this point in Stafford's career. And I know a lot of Ram fans, and including myself, are like, oh, but are we gonna get that quarterback to be the heir apparent to when Stafford retires? I'm not sure the Rams are in that mindset. The Rams are in the Super Bowl mindset. What do we do to win the Super Bowl next year? And in their mind, having a reliable backup like Jimmy G is the way to go. Now, back to Stetson Bennett. He was drafted to be Matthew Stafford's backup. You don't want your backup quarterback to have question marks. Ideally, your backup quarterback, if he goes in the game, he can give a spark to your offense. Not that you're expecting him to, take you to the Super Bowl or anything like that. But if for some reason your starting quarterback goes down, you want to trust that your backup can keep your team in the game. So that's kind of where I'm at with this story. I'll put the article and the link in the description below. I do encourage you to read it all. Cameron DeSilver, the Rams Wire, was the one that first made me well aware of it, so I'll put his link in there as well. And yeah, it'll just be interesting to see how this plays out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the Rams should just be done with Stetson Bennett? Will he get a shot with another NFL team? Because it sounds like that's what his Coach Smart, is saying here, that if it's not with the Rams, he wants a shot with another team. He's still under contract with the Rams, but at some point, the Rams are going to have to say something about Stetson Bennett. I don't know what timeline that has to happen at, but if they're going to keep him into training camp, if they're going to keep him, is he going to play in the preseason again? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams.